Okay, it says... Hey, Stephanie, can you see me and hear me okay? Oh, you know what I need to do? Let me get my headphones so I can actually hear what I'm doing for... And I just realized I was sitting really close up to the... Oh man, I just realized I set everything up kind of way too far away from myself. Oh well. Hey Feister, how's it going? Well, I'm glad. Okay, so, I'm going to go ahead and start the clocks off. Where are the clocks at? Come here, clocks. All right, you can get started off, and let's get that one started off, and I can put that like that. And, hey, Gordy, how's it going? Again, I put my camera like right in the way of the freaking chat thing. You know what I might do here? Let me do this. I thought there was a way that I could get the... Well, anyway, never mind. It's all stuff for me to do at the back end here to lay things out, and I'm just... it's not optimal. It's just not optimal. I think since we're starting off and like that, I'm going to go to gaming, and I'm going to play some... Let me do this too, like that. And I'll go here, and let's play the rescue thing, shall we? Hey, Benjamin, how's it going, man? It's good to see you. So what do I have here? I have... What is that going to be? Least, maybe? Okay. Oh, thanks, Stephanie. I'm glad you liked the video. I think I'm going to try to figure out some balance of, doing some, geography quiz thing, and then the open guesser, and, try to kind of have a, I don't know, a more diverse way of doing it or something, so it's not so, it's always just me doing the quiz. Okay, well, I haven't seen the comment yet. I'm going to go through all the comments tomorrow sometime, so I'll look for it then. And I don't think I can pin things yet still, so we'll see what happens about that. But, there's a good chance that'll be a pinned comment there, Stephanie. And, I find honey badgers fascinating, just mostly because, I don't know, they just sort of seem like grumpy, like the evil version of the Energizer Rabbit, you know what I mean? They just keep going and going and going. So what is that going to be down there? What? Let's say that one is rabbit, maybe. Okay, I got that. That's tepid. Could be lichen. Nope. Okay, what's that gonna be? Linen. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Rich. I just haven't been doing the. I haven't been setting them up with the like the thumbnail and all that stuff ahead of time, which I think I should do because I think there's value in that. Flunk. Okay. Gecko. Okay, we got one left, and it's what? Oh, it's Penne. Hey, got the rescue, which isn't always, doesn't always happen. Let's do extreme. And we got more comments. Okay, so what do I got here? Snipe, maybe. Jolly, maybe. Jolly, maybe. I'm going to say that. Oh, there's torch. Okay, that's fine. Alright, I'm going to put in plum. So I'm going to say jolly. I'm going to say thumb. I'm going to say tibia. I'm going to say smoke. I'm going to say large. I'm going to say snide. Can we get this one? Yeah, femur. What do you know? Okay. Rob and your cat. How is your cat, by the way, Rob? No health scares or any such thing, I hope. Okay, so plate. That one was pretty, I think that one's going to be blessed. What do you think? I think. What's that one going to be? Apple or something like that, or I don't know. I don't know what that other one is there going to be either, too. It's L-O. It can't be. Oddly. What do you know? Okay. I think it is Apple. Let's say Grant. And woman, I suppose. And wheat. And trail. All right. Come on. There we go. And so I've done the rescue, I've done extreme, I've done classic. Let's do sequence. Globe, maybe. Nope. Elbow. Okay. Wispy. Alloy. guess. Nope. Craze. Frank. Adult. Oh no, it's not. It's folks. Holy mackerel, Bill. Pay attention to what you're doing there. And it looks like it's going to be bully. Bully for Billy. All right. Now we're going to do the chill. Damn it, Missy. I don't know, man. Oh, boy. Blush. Strap. Metro. Stool. Woman again or nomad? No, can't be. Well, let's do that stand. And let's do woman again, I guess. Oops, spell the word right. There you go. Well, there we go. That's the end of those. So let's get back to here for the moment. And I need to see if I can get that. Thought there's a way of I guess not. I guess it's different from what I remembered. Oh well. Maybe what I should do is just shrink this here, and yeah, that'll be all right. Okay, I think I've got a fun comments then. All right, so what am I going to do first today? I'm going to have a sip of tea. As my throat's been kind of scratchy, I thought I'd make myself some mint tea It's not very warm anymore, but it is wet and minty and a little bit sweet. So, there you go. Put this over here, I guess. You know what? I want to play with my new gadgets just because I've been playing with them. So this one actually does an air thing. If I can get it to work again, where's the holes at? There they are. Yes, I will get out the craft paper bag somewhere. At least a craft paper bag. I don't know if it's the same one or not. You know, I used to be, well, I suppose I should say I still am quite a big fan of tea. But it started upsetting my stomach, so I can't really drink it much anymore. So I am down to, the only way I can consume tea anymore is matcha, which is, you know, the whole leaf ground up rather than being steeped. So I think that's why I can tolerate it. I think it's the difference in I really like this sound. Along with the weird little, because it has these little holes in it, so there's a little bit of air that kind of puffs in and out. Usually I can't get it to just do just the air. Yeah, I mostly just drink, like, well, peppermint tea isn't really tea, and I will occasionally have, some black tea here and there, but because I keep black tea, because I use it for making kombucha, so. And let me have some more mint tea. Thanks, Rich. Yeah, it's fun. If it's causing you anxiety, then maybe cutting back is a good idea. Yeah. I don't know, though. Far be it from me to actually diagnose anybody. Are you asking me? Yes, I suppose I have recently. Depending on what recent means. Steeped introduction. Oh, man. I'm glad you're able to get settled down, Rob. Hey, the last note. How are you this evening? Welcome to the live stream. It's always 4:20 somewhere. I suppose that's true. Oh, Rob, don't get so bummed out, man. Enough with your negative vibes, Moriarty. Okay, that's enough of that. I do like those things, though. And let's see, what will we do? First, I'll do some beard brushing, and then I'll tap on the back of the beard, the wood part of the beard brush. Let's just do some basic brushing of the beard for a minute or two. Yeah, I prefer life with meds too. that's a strange reaction. That must have been some serious insomnia then, Rich. Or Rob, excuse me. I had my maid say Rich there for a second, Sally. Yeah, that's the main thing, isn't it, Stephanie? I mean, different things are going to work for different people, and well, for that matter, different things work at different times, right? Well, you would hope that the doctor would be knowledgeable on health and stuff, wouldn't you? I'm going to do some of the good old chunk of wood. I don't think we did that last week. I think I managed to skip it. My nose is all itchy, too. Man, my nose is itchy, my throat is scratchy. Falling apart. Uh-oh. I forgot to do my brake thing, or I didn't notice it going off. I don't know how I managed that, but anyway. The brake timer has gone off. So I'm going to come back and do some tapping on wood when I come back from the break. So the first break time is happening right now. Let's say, okay, I'm back. And you know, Stephanie, I think I could possibly have allergies. When I was a kid, I had allergies, and then they kind of just went away. And I don't know, so maybe they are returning. I would prefer not, to be honest. Hey Donovan, how's it going? I'm doing okay. Oh, yep, you know what? Let's do some crinkling. The craft bag crinkle. So well, we could just do whole bag for a second. See what bags we have in here. Bags and envelopes and so I have a large plastic bag, or large-ish. I have craft shipping envelopes, tiny size plastic snack bar wrapper. And of course the green suit. Put that there, I guess. Well, that's it for the main bag. Quit banging into things. Okay. Okay. Let's take this bag aside for just a second. And we'll start with the italicized snack bar wrapper. Well, thanks, Ben and Stephanie. Who got married, Donovan? A friend or a relative? I always liked going to a friend's wedding, but more than a relative's wedding, to be honest. Oh, well, I'm flattered you came all the way back just to catch my show. That's crazy. I hope there was some other motivating factors. Okay, I'm gonna switch to. Let's drop this into the bag. Let's get some of this in. Now, Rob, you may be surprised, man. Never say never. I'm glad, Ben. Everybody deserves to get some tingles now and again, yeah. Blue and white or red, huh? Blue and white. Okay, let's move to, let's do the largish clear plastic bag. Where's my, oh, there it is over there, okay. My big Palo crinkliness. You're welcome, Stephanie. It's always odd with conversations on this thing, for Saturday nights, because it's like, there's like a weird delay, isn't there, right? You know what I mean? Like I'll say something to somebody, and then there's the time delay, and then of course they have to see it, and then think about it, and then they have to type a response, and then of course there's a time delay from that, and then, you know what I mean? So there's all this weird latency. Amusing at times. It can be challenging at times too, because sometimes I'll forget who I'm saying what to. Let's do some of that. Actually, no, I'll save the crinkle suit bag and the panel for later. What do I feel like doing now? I'm not sure. You know, I think I will play some Mastermind. How about that? Let's go back to the gaming bit. And actually, you know, I'm going to play some free version of this. So let's go into this. Sorry about all the flashiness. Let me come here. Okay. Oh, actually, you know what I think I might do? So after this, I'll go play Nordle. I haven't done that here for a long time, have I? See how far I can get. Let's put in Plum. So Flask. Covet, I guess. Conic. Linen. Beach. Robin. Flake. And Spark. Alright, there we go. Okay, it looks like I got that. Oh yeah, well, you know, sometimes I don't even notice the dogs anymore. Okay, let's see. Here we go. We can do Nordle. There it is. Okay. Let's see what we have here first. I like the way they've set this up because you can just type. You don't have to wait for each word. So org. Nope. I was gonna say organ, but the A can't go there, so it can't be grown either. Well, the N's not in there. What am I doing? Let's go ahead and put in Plum, I guess. Zowie, okay. Bravo. Yay, okay. So, made one. I'd like to see if I can at least get to 8, you know what I mean? I think I've said that before. Oh, it's the same thing as Wordle and all the other ones. It's just that you start off doing 1, and then you do 2 at a time, then you do 3 at a time, and so on, until the board just, or the screen just fills up with boards. Okay, what do I have here now? Kudos, I bet. Alright. Yay. They seem to use kudos quite a bit, I think. And, wow. Playing blind. I'm going to say Madam, I guess. And Blaney. Okay, so the B is in the middle, so label, I guess. For a minute I thought I was going to not even get past 3. Sally. Okay. And what do we have? Oh, there goes Pooch again. Coral or so that's going to be what? Rebel or Revel or put in plum. Dopey. Repel. And swoop. Okay, so there we go. Now we want to do some more joint freak. And I think what that's chest end there. And recur, I bet. Nope. So I was wrong on that, that's for sure. So, ulcer. And mousy. And fanny. And covet. What do you know? Well, I'm glad, Stephanie. And you mine as well. I think my life is better for participating in these live streams on Saturdays, yeah? I do believe so. So it's probably clear. Oh, how's the time getting to be? Oh, did it go off again? I think it went off again. It sure did. Okay, I'll finish this when I come back. Oops, nope, I don't want to be back here. I want to be back here. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Oh, I also have some comments. Curse. Nope, can't be curse because the S isn't there. So it's probably curve, though. Oops, let me get back into the proper window. What in the world now? Come on now. Why did the game just go away? Heebie-jeebie, okay. That was very weird. Alright, what was I going to say? I was saying curve. There we go. probably gulch, huh? Oops. There we go. And probably bunny, I guess. And crane. That's probably gulch, yeah. What do you know? Joint freak. And let's say plum. And alright, that could be chili, child, chill. That's one of the so hotly. Oops. Bless. Magic. Penal. Chill. Hilly. And lilac, I guess. Okay, what do you know? 7, so now we got some sirens going on. So crochet, joint, freak, and do plum again. Parka, I bet. Repay. Lapse. That could be moldy. That could be rigid. Let's put in fence. I think that's what that one is. Mangy. Yeah, rigid, I guess. Oops. And moldy, yeah. Oops. And frame. Okay. So we're past 8. How far will we get? Torch. And throw or throb. Let's put in plum. See, it's throb. Fleet. Brown, maybe. That could be hints, I guess. Right. Looks like it. Okay. Sepia. Okay. Beast. Scamp. And blast. Okay. Hmm. I think that one of the ends can be Amity, but Amity, I think that's going to be undid. I don't know what that, no, it can't be model. All right, maybe Clash, I guess, is that one, isn't it? And is that Curry or Curvy? And LA Lance, I think, yeah. Okay. I've had my beard, let's see, I'm 60. So my sister is 57, so I've had it 17 years. It only took a couple of years to get it to the size of it, but yeah. So Brave's Brave. Okay, it's going to be in Lodge, isn't it? All right. Okay, so no Kirby. I'm going to say Curry. And Recur. Do we already have that one? So there's 10. Now we're going to 11. Okay, I think that's Paste. I think that's Briny. I think that's Prone. And what's that one there? Sloth, maybe? Chose, I think, is that one. Smart, I think, is that one. Oops. Cause, I think, is that one. And Dying, maybe, or Vying. I don't see what that one on the end is either. All right, so I have, yeah, it's going to be Sloth, isn't it? I don't see what else it's going to be. And Bevel or Bezel. I'm going to say and it's Dying. And Woven. Willy. And Bevel. We made it past 11. Okay, Munch is that one. Scour, probably. What's that one down there? Apnea, probably. And Meaty. And Buzzy, maybe. I'm not sure. Lurch. Truce. Leech. Smote. Not that one is either. Let's see what this is. Color. And flume. So I'm going to say that one is baggy. And that other one's got to be buddy. What do you think? All right. I'm glad you took the keyboards in. All right, so rich probably. And sauce. And pouty maybe. Let's put in plum. Yep, pouty. And palsy. I don't know, that one's going to be like goody or woody, or that one could be gild, or could be quill. No, it can't be quill. Yeah, it could be quill. Alright, let's put in thumb. And spiny. And antic. And mercy. Alarm, I think, is that one. Depth. Alright, so we got 4 slots to get 3 words in. So goody woody. What do we have here? I'm going to say it's guild. And I'm going to say it's woody because the G just got used up, so okay. I was going to say circa, but that can't work either. Huh. I'm drawing a blank on this one. It could be that I get to 13 and that's it today. I did hear from Kate Manda. She's having some health issues and hoping to, obviously improve. I think she even left a note on a comment on one of the videos. Or maybe it was the community page, I don't remember. Vicar, I bet you that's what it is, isn't it? I-C-A-R, Vicar, that's what it is exactly. Alright. Not quite stumped yet. Cache. Motto. Okay, hitch, ditch, which. So I'm going to say waged. I don't think I have any extras now. I think that just did it for me. Shank. Ditch. Friar. Bait. Amass. Blurt. Wine. Glide. White. Tweak, I guess. Oops. And then what is this here? Exist, I guess, yeah. What have I got left time-wise? So only like 30 seconds. And, I think I'm just going to babble for a couple of seconds before I take the break. And then, oh, does the thing zoom on me? No, I guess it hasn't zoomed on me. But, yeah, maybe I'm just sitting too close to the damn screen. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe do I want to keep going? 14 enough for... In any case, I'm going to take a break, and then I will come back, and we will, I don't know, I'll decide what I do then. All right, I am back, and I guess I will play this a little bit more. I'm just curious to see if I can, how much farther I can go. You know what I mean? Probably not too much farther because it starts getting difficult for me to make out what the words are. So, and Yes, there will be skateboard sounds. I'll probably do that after this. And, okay, so mouse. Realm. Venom. And there'll be tracing too, yes. I guess I have to think about it right because we're only pretty much halfway through the show, aren't we? Abuse. Rapid. Lumpy. Clean. Slice. Annex. And mount. And unify. Xenon, holy mackerel. Okay, you know what, that's enough of that. Let's move on to other triggers, I think. You know, I haven't seen him either. So let's, you know what, let's just, yeah, just leave that be. I'll just, and we'll go to here, and we will do, well, we will have some tea first, is what we will do. So I think I will do skateboard sounds first, just to give Vexing a chance to show up. Okay, and we have the mighty Fiberflex. Oops, don't bang your head, Bill. All right, spinning wheels. That is good timing. And do a little tapping too while we're here. All right, let's spin the wheels on the other side. Let's go to the other side. Actually, you know, doing the tracing is about the same as doing most of the other triggers. tracing thing. I might come back to this for a little bit later. Let's put this over here for now. Okay, that should be okay there. And let's see if I sit myself more or less like this, and I can see the labradorite, and then I can, so I will start with the lowercase letters. Say A to B and C and D and now E and F and G H I and J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y Z. Now I'll do the capital letters. A B C D E F G H I J K L M N P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. And now the digits. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. How does that time look now? And what do you know? It's almost time for another break already. Heebie-jeebie. This is going by fast again. Well, sleepiness is part of the appeal, right? And, I think I'm going to go ahead and start the break a little early, and then we'll see what happens when I come back. Okay, I'm back. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into this, and I think I'm going to switch, and let's play some K-Diamonds for a few minutes here. Oops, let me start this guy back off. Doink. There we go. And yeah. Where's the... I got the wrong windows going. There we are. since it doesn't really matter, there is no real end to the game, is there? It just goes and goes and goes. Never ending. I tend to agree, Stephanie. It's really easy for me to just sort of zone out on this game, you know? Oh man, I thought we were going to get a really long one there for a second, but no such luck. That was a good one for a little bit of... That's not going to go that this way. Yeah, I know, it's going by quick. Hey, how's it going, Order of Dark Oats? Nice of you to come by. turkeys around here like crazy. I like turkeys. They amuse me. And you know, we don't really see coyotes that much around here, but I know, I mean, in this immediate area, oops, but I do know that we pretty much have them all over the place in California. They're like rats almost. They're just like everywhere. They were a much bigger problem when I lived in the San Diego County. That seems like a cool thing, a little nature sighting. Hey, Camuller, how's it going? Very bright bird. That's good to hear. I mean about you doing good. So what will I do after this? I haven't done the jar and the chopstick, nor have I done any brushing. Maybe I'll do brushing here in a minute. Like, you know, brushing on the mics and all that kind of thing. And the end grain on the good old chunk of wood. Do I have a favorite animal? You know, not really, I don't think. I find different animals fascinate me about different things, you know. Like I saw a thing just recently on YouTube about cats and about how insane their reaction time is compared to a lot of other creatures. And specifically they were comparing it to a snake, and it showed this footage of a snake trying to bite this cat, and the snake had already started its strike before the cat noticed it, and the cat was able to notice the snake strike and bat the snake away with its paw. It was like, Zowie, I can't even comprehend how fast you'd have to be for that. cat just smacked the snake. I mean, with its paw. Just like popped it. Yeah, you should check it out. There's actually a bunch of them. After I saw the first one, there was other ones that came up in my feed that I also kind of clicked on just briefly. But kind of once you've seen it, you kind of go, okay, I get the idea now. But man, the first time I saw it, it was just like, zowie. It's insane how fast they are. But I mean, they've kind of evolved. I mean, most cats have evolved to be, you know, solitary killing entities. You know what I mean? Especially I think about, like, you know, things like Siberian tigers or whatever that just go and they live in these, you know, what appeared to me, you know, like desolate, cold, horrible places I wouldn't want to live and eke out some solitary existence. I don't know. Seems like a hard life. Anyway, seems like some comments are going by. Yeah, I think you could just type in cat reaction time versus snake, and that would get you there. Apparently, it's a pretty, you know, well understood and documented thing. Do I play video games in my free time? Yeah, I do. Pretty much the games you see me play, I actually play for fun. Like Mastermind and Wordle and all that stuff. And of course things like, you know, Enigma and all the things that I do on that, you know, the basic, you know, Monday games. But I don't really play like shoot 'em up games and stuff like that much. When I was younger as a kid, I quite liked those types of games, especially things like Tempest and Robotron. Those were among my favorite. Man, I remember we used to spend so much time at the freaking arcade. I guess it was more like, I don't know exactly how it got started. I guess it was more like I just thought, hey, this might make an interesting video. You know, it probably started more like that than... And I think it started from, I think I'd done a couple of like math game, or not game, but math videos. stuff like that where I kind of explained stuff. I don't know. I can't remember exactly what got it started, but I think it was something along the lines of, you know, anyway. Borrow trauma. Interesting. Interesting idea for a game. I don't know. It's like a job, but it's fun. It seems like there's a couple of people I know that have kind of expressed ideas along that they get caught up in these games, and there's just so much to them that it really is kind of turns into almost like a responsibility, right? That people are kind of like, they expect you to do a thing by a certain time so that they can do their thing by a certain time. And it's like people actually come to depend on you, man. It's like I wouldn't have bothered with the game if I knew it was going to take that much responsibility. Wow. You know, I've never really played many of those games that are more like kind of modeling type games. You know, where you actually have to pay things and, you know, plan things out. I never really got into those that much. Not that there's anything wrong with them. I just never got the bug, I guess. I mean, I suppose the closest thing is, you know, me starting up with the whole mind test thing. Although that's not, you don't really have to be responsible in creative mode. I mean, I don't have to. It's like, it doesn't matter. Nothing bad's gonna happen to me. Man, I haven't played mind test in so long. I forgot what I was doing. I'm gonna have to spend time just trying to remind myself. What time's it? I forgot that. I didn't notice the thing again. Okay, it's time for me to take another break. Okay, so I'm trying to think. Do I want to do more more games or do I want to do? What do we got here? Wikipedia page. Man. Okay. You know what? I think I'm going to turn off the white clock because there's only like a half an hour left in the show anyway, so I can make it, for one whole half hour. So. So let's see. I guess I'm gonna. What am I gonna do? I guess I'm gonna brush on the mics for a bit. And actually, no. Before I brush on the mics, I'm gonna do the chopstick and jar. Chopstick and jar. Yes, chopstick and jar. Here, I guess. Do it this way. Hey, Talbert, how's it going? To be a stingray, interesting. Hey, little fishy, how's it going? some brushing on the top. Initially just doing some basic brushing, and then I'll start doing that. Brushing one place and talking in another kind of thing. Humans evolved from reptiles. Interesting idea. I don't know. I wonder what it would be like to be cold-blooded, right? I'm pretty, accustomed to being warm-blooded, so. But I'm going to brush over there while I'm whispering over here. And I'm going to brush over there while I'm whispering over here. And I'm going to brush over there, whispering over here. Whisper over here. Brush over there. And I'll do a little bit of soft speaking. Just for some change up, I think I'm going to switch ears now for the speaking and the brushing. So now I will brush over there. I'll whisper over here. Brush over there while I... Oops, daisy. Brush over there while I whisper over here. And I chunk of wood. I haven't done that in a minute. To live on your rope, oh wow. Let me get out my crinkle panel, because I really like that crinkle panel. Okay. reason you should be judging anybody's shower is that they're taking such a long shower that they're like burning through resources. But it's, otherwise, take it whenever you want. I suppose certain things like modesty and propriety have to be taken into consideration, but otherwise, time to start winding down. Maybe I'll do a little bit of a half-assed attempt at a lullaby thing, so hang on. next week's episode. Thanks for showing up. I'm glad everybody did, and I had a good time. I hope you guys did as well. And if you're awake, then I'm going to remind you to come back next week. Anyway, I think that I'm not sure what's happening this Monday. I don't remember. Let's look at the calendar. Do I even have anything scheduled? Because I got everything so kind of out of... I don't want that. That's not the right thing. I want this over here. And... so... well, I guess it'll be a mind test Monday, just because it's the first Monday of the month. I just realized. So, although I'm not doing that scheme anymore, so it'll just be, like it used to be back in the old days. So, every other Monday is mind test Monday. So, and what, you're cheating on me to watch wrestling? That's just preposterous. Anyway, okay, I'll see you next week, Rob. All right, right on, everybody. So, I'll see you all next week. Aloha, Sailor Links.